Hey, good Sunday, glue troopers, N scalers, modelers. We're back. Got a bunch of things to show you, to update you today. Last time I told you about the American Hardware Supply and N scale. Well, I'm going to update you on that one, give you my opinion, and I build a lot in the model area. That was a plastic kit, supposed to be relatively easy. And it was, but well, I have some issues with it. I'm also going to show you some improvements around the room here. We actually built this paint storage here. I'll give you a closer look at that and get down to the layout. I've got a couple of brass models, N scale, that I bought, brass locomotives that I bought. So I'll show you those. And we'll get to it. First, we're going to show you the American Hardware Supply. All right, I promised I would follow up on the American Hardware Supply, and here it is. Actually, this kit, in my opinion, is really not great as far as the workmanship, as far as the engineering on it. These walls are not one full wall. It's a couple of pieces. As a result, an N scale, which is quite finicky. They don't fit together well. It's a good looking kit. Don't get me wrong, but you can comment on this. Walthers seems to be neglecting in recent years. I mean, compared to 10, 15 years ago, they're neglecting N scale. It seems to me they're not coming out with any new N scale kits, and they're just these old kits on the market. And again, it came out okay. I'm actually repairing it right now. Something fell on it, but at this point, I would give it a C+ rating. Probably a good for a background building, or to have it, build it as a flat, kit bash it and build it as a flat. That's where you would find better use for this building. So I'm going to give it a C+. Doesn't really pass. I would spend my money elsewhere next time. Okay, here is the paint storage rack that I built. And this holds a good number of paints, probably about 40 or so of the inexpensive that you get at Michael's or Walmart paint. But it cost about $10 to build. This is foam board and a glue gun. That's basically what it is. And I'll show you where I got the idea from. Was basically my slot cars. I built the original one for my slot cars, and there's a lot of tutorials online. It's quite easy to build. Again, a glue gun and some $5 foam board, or even less. But here's the rest of some of my slot car. These are the HO collection, but very useful. I was able to clear up the workbench a little bit. We're cleaning up over here, and freed up a lot of room. So definitely worthwhile. I hope you guys think it's good. Okay, guys, down in the basement now at the layout. This is a new N scale brass RS2 that I got. This thing is beautiful, and this one I have runs pretty well. Right now I've got my Santa Fe unit on the track, but I'm going to run this for you, just show you how it looks. Let's bring the Santa Fe around, and we'll get this on the track. You know what? I'm going to put the Santa Fe onto the siding over there. Throw the switch. Hold on a second. Bring it over onto the siding. Okay, and now we'll throw the switch. Okay. So I'll bring it up close. Here's our new RS2. Smooth as silk. Really a good runner. I mean, brass locomotives can be a little finicky, well, especially in this scale. But this one from the get-go, out of the box, seems to run well. Won this in an auction, an online auction. Beautiful piece. I've got to fit some couplers for it. There are no couplers on it right now. I think I'm going to expand this layout a little bit and finally remove this Bachmann track and put some road bed and maybe some Atlas 55, code 55. We'll see. But this one runs good. I've got a second one here I'm going to show you in a second. Alright, here's my other one. It's an N-scale Baldwin switcher, Hallmark models. Hallmark models, Dallas, Texas. First time I've taken this one out of the box. From the auction. Hallmark models. S12. So this is a switcher. This one does have the couplers on it. Let's take a look and see. I'll move you closer so you can actually see this one. See how it runs. See if we can get it on the track. This one's going to need a little work. Let's put up some power. Just barely moving. Put the power up 3/4. Maybe it'll scrape off some of the oxidation as she runs around. It's probably been a long time since this has been run. This was probably bought out of an estate. Normally I'd clean the wheels, but I'm letting it scrape off the oxidation as it goes. It runs relatively smooth, actually. First time this has been run since I actually bought it a couple weeks ago, and who knows, this thing could have been 10 years, you know. Track probably needs to be cleaned over here. Went to a train show today, and saw some N-scale work that I think my modeling has gotten to a better level, but the track work was better. I mean, this is the inexpensive Bachmann track. But anyway, this one runs great. So, another one for the collection. Really running well. Both of these are winners. Just wanted to show you one quick one. I picked this up at a train show about 3 weeks ago. It's an old 1965 model railroader publication, 764. I don't know how they got that number, you know. It's not like 199 or 763. 764 helpful hints for model railroaders. And the artwork alone on these old publications is worth the price of admission. I probably paid $1 for it, you know. But if you go through, this is an older book. This is the by Bob Warren, edited by Bob Warren. Culled from the columns of Model Railroader magazine. Just great stuff. I'm going to read it, take a look at it tonight. I mean, the artwork alone, the diagrams alone is worth the price of admission. And, you find some information that is still relative to today, I mean, it's a building hobby, a craftsman hobby, and as a result, some things are timeless. I recommend it. Really nice publication. I paid $1 for this one. I've had this kit around for about 10 years. It's a Western, the Marshall Group by BCH. It's HO scale and plastic styrene kit. Looked interesting, and I just wanted to show you. This was my last creation. This is the result. A post office, heavily weathered. It's got the hitching post for the horses, and heavily detailed. The Freund and Brothers guns building, again heavily detailed, detailed roof, and signage on here, and then the marshal's office, which presumably includes a jail. And again, I think these came out nice. An inexpensive kit, but I have another grouping on this one. I think I'm going to do the other grouping it's another 3. It's the hotel kit. This was the Marshall group. So HO scale, I know, don't faint. It's not N scale, but really satisfying kit to build. Okay, kids, that's the update for now. I hope to get out some content again in about next few days, next week or so. But comment, please like and subscribe. I hope you thought the update was good, and stay well, glue troopers, and stay motivated and model on.